Hey everyone! I was gonna make this video on Christmas Day, but of course I got very sick because of the cold and all my last minute Christmas shopping, and it got very bad. My head was hurting and all that stuff, but luckily I'm feeling better now, so now I could finally make this video, 12 random facts about me that you didn't know, etc., and all that stuff. So starting from the top. Number 1, I hate broccoli. I know it's a vegetable that I'm pretty sure that many of you love and enjoy, and I do like carrots to some degree, as well as, corn and greens and so on. But when it comes to broccoli, ever since I was a baby, I hated it, didn't like it at all one bit, and yeah. And number 2, which some of you might find very weird on my end, I find high heels very unattractive. Like, when I see women wearing them on screen, all I could think of is, aren't they just hurting their feet? Like, aren't they just, painful? Because I did a study on them back when I was in school, and once I found out exactly the kind of damage they do to their feet and ankles and, their back and so on, I'm just thinking, with facts like that out there, how could they wear them? I mean, I know they want to be, pretty and whatnot, but why not do it the right way by looking after your health? I mean, why not think long term instead of just short term? But I know, models wear them, and celebrities, they look pretty in them, obviously, so they gotta wear them too and follow the trend. I never understood the whole appeal behind them. And like I said, I think it's probably because of the study I did on them years ago, but I don't know, that's just me. And number 3. I think that pennies are awesome. I know some of you might say that, oh, pennies are just, waste of time. I know others say that pennies are like mosquitoes, which I have no idea how, because pennies don't kill you or hurt you or sting you. But this is why they're good. You can save them up, and yeah, you can deposit them, use them for whatever, and you can roll them up and put them in the bank, whatnot, and yeah, they're not useless, so yeah. So, number 4. I stretch before going for long walks or runs. Like, I do my usual, arm stretches and all that stuff. I stretch my legs out. And, I just see it as an important thing before going out. Because, it's always good to loosen up and to, get your body ready for when you're about to head out to wherever you're going. Because it's just, it is what it is. Gotta make sure that you're well taken care of and all loosened up and fit before you go. And number 5. I've never kissed a girl under the mistletoe. I know many of you have. Kissed a girl or a guy or whatnot, but I never have. And I don't know what the experience is behind that, or the special moment behind it is, but I don't know. I've always been curious about it, but I doubt it'll ever happen, because, I'm very cautious and everything about, who I date and whatnot. In fact, I haven't dated in a long time, but I don't know. One day, though, we'll see. And number 6. I used to hate touchscreen phones a lot. I guess not really hate, but I just never found them appealing at all. Because you might not remember these phones, but back then, these were the phones that I really enjoyed. Remember the singular LG flip phones from back then that had just a few buttons on them? I'm not sure if it even still works. Let's see if I can show it to you. Look. Yeah, there's a screen right there that says singular and all that stuff. I used to love this phone. And I used to be like, I'm going to keep this phone forever and never get rid of it because it's just awesome. The buttons are nice and all that stuff. It works fine. I mean, it wouldn't really ever mess up. So I'm like, hey, this is a good phone. Why not keep it? Then they made new phones, so I had to upgrade. So I got rid of this phone. And of course, there were other phones I used too. Then I went to this phone right here, the BlackBerry Bold, a smartphone. My first ever smartphone ever. And it got old, as you can see. Of course, when the buttons are missing, the trackball is messed up and all that stuff. Didn't want to get rid of it. I love the buttons. They were great. And eventually I had to upgrade to a touchscreen eventually, which luckily is almost, like similar, if not better than this one is, thankfully, without the silly trackball that breaks easily. This has a sensor on it, which is more comfortable to use than a trackball, but, it is what it is. I mean, gotta get with the times and evolve with technology, but, just keep the buttons, don't get rid of them. So, yeah. And, number 7. Yeah, should I talk about this? Number 7? Okay, fine, I will. I used to want to be a cop back then, because I thought that cops, they're out to get the bad guys, and that's always a good thing, getting the bad guys and making sure that they're brought to justice. Then I found out some facts about the cops that really aren't exactly what I would call good, so I was like, no way, want no part of them. The only way I would join in, a cop outfit now is if I knew for a fact 100% that they were honest and, that they fight for truth and justice 100%, no gray areas, no matter what. And it'll probably be a cold day in hell before that ever happens, but, anything's possible. I mean, I wouldn't mind, helping, people in need of help, but, what can I say? And, number 8. I have one pet, a fish, and he's pretty, energetic. He communicates from time to time. He doesn't talk, but he acts like he can understand English sometimes, so that's pretty cool. And he's been living for, years, so that's, this is the first time I've had a fish that has ever lived for that long, so it's pretty cool. It's a goldfish, by the way, so it's my only pet I have now, so yeah. Number 9. I eat my burgers, hot dogs, and fries just plain. And I know you're thinking, you should get everything, because that's where all the flavor's at. Well, in my opinion, when I have a cheeseburger or a bacon cheeseburger, I don't want any mustard or mayonnaise or, ketchup or onions on it. I just want it just plain, because that way you enjoy the burger for what it is. A double bacon cheeseburger with the flavor the way it's meant to be. I mean, I know the extras with everything can be, satisfying and have that extra flavor, but in my opinion, it tastes better plain. Like the fries and all that stuff. That's just me. And number 10. I love giving to the homeless because it's just a good thing to do. I mean, when somebody wants help or wants food or something, why not give them a hand? And I know there are some corporations out there that see that feeding the homeless is bad, and I don't see how that's even possible. How is feeding the homeless a bad thing? Any ideas on how? Because, okay, I guess that some people might say that, there are some people out there that, try to scam you or try to, that they act like they're homeless, but they're really not. But that doesn't make them all bad. I mean, if you get a good vibe from them that they want food, then help them out. But if they're just I don't know, maybe aggressive or upset or say hey, give me your money so I can eat, then maybe no, but yeah. Giving to the homeless is always a good thing, though. That's the way I see it. And, number 11. I don't believe everything I hear on the news. For example, with the whole interview Sony hacking thing about the interview and them saying it was North Korea, this and that, North Korea and whatnot. Turns out that it was an inside job that was done by other people. Yet the media was all over as if they were trying to get people to hate North Korea on an allegation. Shouldn't it be... Okay, how do I say this? I mean, shouldn't it be innocent until proven guilty? I mean, I know they say, the FBI proved it was them, but the thing is, it wasn't. So, why jump to such conclusions when you don't have all the evidence together yet? And, that's just me. I mean, I'm just... I like to do my research before, believing the whole, hey, this is the truth, this and that, this and that. I go on facts. So, if I don't have facts, I don't believe the whole story. So, yeah, that's just me, though. And number 12. I have reached a point in my life to where I don't need to be in love to feel complete. Because, there have been so many times where I have dedicated my time, to a person, and they just turned out being someone that just wanted me to give them money or be the party type or try to change me or whatnot. I'm tired of that. And, it's gotten to the point to where, like I say, it's gotten old, and, I'm happy with who I am. I don't want to change. And, it's just what I want to, reassure you guys too. If you're happy with yourself and some other friend comes along or someone you have feelings for, tries to change you, they're not your true friends, and you deserve way better than that. And, I know I'm very nice here and there. I give people passes here and there. I try to be understanding, but, you have your limits. And if they push you, too far, you don't want to be subjected to that. You want to be with someone that accepts you for you, loves you for you, and most of all, you don't want to be in a hurry to fall in love, because that is the worst thing you can do. Because, if you don't know that person like you should, then how do you know you'll be able to trust them, when you really need them? And, that's what it comes down to. And plus, you don't want to put all your faith in that person. You don't want to put all your eggs in one basket, because if something happens, then you won't know how to handle it, and you're going to be a mess, and you don't want that. So, just keep your head up, always smile. If something happens, just just remind yourself that everything happens for a reason, because that's the way it is, and that's just life in general. But me, if I ever find a woman, awesome, fantastic, that'll be a blessing, but I'm not in a hurry. I'm taking my time, and I'm very happy being single. Because, like the saying goes, if you're not happy being single, you will not be happy in a relationship. Plain and simple. Anyway, those are my 12 facts about me, 12 random facts about me. Hope you enjoyed the video, and take care, my friends.